Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the last part of trigonometry. Today we will do for two last part of trigonometry. First is how to do the question if we do not allowed to use calculator. So there are a few angles that you need to know without calculator what is the figure. Second part, we will see how to use the second and third identity situation. So let's go. Okay, if this is a without calculator papers, then if they tell you sine 30, sine 45, cos 60, do you know what is the value? Yes, you need to know all the value for cos pi over 4, tangent pi over 3. So how to memorize all these? You just need to follow a few steps below. So you just write 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. This is your first step. Second step, everything divided by 2. Third step, the numerator square root. So this is how you find sine and cos for these three special angles. How about tangent? Tangent is just this thing divided by this thing. 1 over sub 3. Sub 2 divided by sub 2 is actually 1. This thing divided by this thing is sub 3. So this is how you remember these three special angles. So if do not use calculator situation, they will force you to write your answers in terms of pi. So we see this first question. Cos equals to minus 1 over 2. So again, we do STC. Cos is positive is here and here. So cos is negative is here and here. What is cos? Half. From this table, we know that cos 60 is 1 over 2, which 60 degree is pi over 3 radians. So we can confirm it is pi over 3. The first angle from here comes here is pi minus pi over 3, 2 pi over 3. This part is pi plus pi over 3, 4 pi over 3. So at last you get 5 pi over 12 and 13 pi over 12. And just nice, these two answers fulfill the criteria, so accept both. Second question also forces you to write in terms of pi, and then they say sine is a negative. Sine is positive is here and here, sine is negative is these two. So we can confirm sine 1 over 2 is 30 degrees, pi over 6. Pi plus pi over 6 is 7 pi over 6. 2 pi minus pi over 6 is 11 pi over 6. There are one from negative pi to pi. So this thing fulfilled, but this thing already exceed pi, already 1.5 pi. So we reject this part. And also this question, they request for negative angle. First negative angle, we go opposite direction from x-axis, negative pi over 6, minus 3 pi over 6, which is minus pi over 2. So also fulfill. Second negative angle is pi minus pi over 6, which is 5 pi over 6, but it's opposite direction. After minus pi over 2, we become minus 7 pi over 6, which already exceed negative pi. So we have only these two answers. Done. Next question, tangent is negative. Tangent is positive is here and here. Tangent negative is here and here. When we divide is 1. So we can confirm it's 45 degrees, pi over 4. My first angle is pi minus pi over 4. So it's 3 pi over 4. My second answer is 2 pi minus pi over 4. 7 pi over 4. And then we found that there one in between pi over 2, which is 0.5 pi. So this is 0.25 pi, so it's accepted. This is already more than, so we reject. Then the negative part, first negative angle is less than minus 6. Negative 5 pi over 4. So negative 5 pi over 12. Yes, this also less than minus 6. So we have three answers at last. The next question we need to rearrange first because this is cosecant. We change it to sine first. Then we need to make sure the x is at numerator, so we swap upside down for both sides. Then we throw our 3 here. Divide 3 become times 3. And then I throw my square to become plus minus square root. So this is also plus minus 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root is actually 60 degrees, which is pi over 3. You can refer to our STC. This is including plus minus, so all four quadrants have answer. 2x over 3 minus pi over 3. First answer is pi over 3. So all four quadrants have answered. Then at last, everything I plus pi over 3 and times 3 over 2, I will get. Then 5 pi over 2 and 3 pi. All four answers fulfill criteria. Okay, next we go to the part that we need to use the second and third identity situation. When you need to use this, when you see secant square, cosecant square, when you see this kind of thing with a square and then the relationship with tangent square or cotangent square, then you need to use this. For example, this question, they give you cotangent square, then it pair it with cosecant. So can you see it's actually fulfill this relationship? So you can actually tell me cotangent square is cosecant square minus 1. Agree? So we just substitute in here. Then we expand it and solve it as a quadratic. Then we continue, we change cosecant to 1 over sine. But we found that sine value must be in between minus 1 to 1. So when it's more than this, then cannot. So this minus 3 is not fulfill the criteria. If you key in calculator, also they will tell you it's a math error. So we do the second part. This part we can solve, and this part, of course, we need to use calculator. Cannot use without calculator to find this figure. According to ASTC, sine is a positive, so it's A and S. So you get 11.5 and 168.5. Done. The second question, you have cosecant and cotangent. So cosecant, cotangent, we use this equation again. So we change cotangent back to tangent. We just swap side down of it. Then we have two part of STC. So tangent is negative. So tangent is positive is here and here. So tangent is negative is here and here. So you shift tangent of 3, you get is 71.6. So your first angle is. The second angle, 360 minus 71.6, already exceed 180. So we just need to do the first answer. Then the second part, tangent is a positive. So it's here and here. So we key in calculator, we found that it is 26.6. Then the third quadrant already exceed 180, so we do not need to find this. So just this answer and this answer. Okay, we try one more IGCSE question. Here we have cosecant square and cotangent square. Of course, we are using this formula. But are you changing cosecant to cotangent or cotangent to cosecant? In this situation, this decide. Everything must change to cotangent. Why? Because cosecant square we can change to cotangent. Cotangent square we can change to cosecant. But cotangent power 1, you can do nothing. So that's why everything must be in cotangent. Right? So we have two part of STC. Tangent is negative. So tangent positive here, tangent negative here. 0.644, 0.644. Until here, it's already pi over 2. So when we turn to here, already exceed pi over 2. So the positive part we reject already. Then for negative part, we found that negative 0.644 is fulfill the criteria. If this is the calculator paper, you can check pi over 2 is actually negative 1.57. So negative 0.644 is just nice, okay? And then here is already negative 1.57, so we do not need to turn further than that. For this part, we know that tangent is positive, so we get 0.464. When we turn until here already 1.57, so we do not need to continue to turn further to get other positive value. So our final answer is just this. So today we already know if you do not have calculator paper and if you need to use the second and third identity situation, how can we do? So we officially end trigonometric chapters, and thanks for attending today's lesson. Thank you and see you in next class. Bye bye.